Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Today I want to get into a gold rank grind. I am starting my season fresh from gold and I'm having some success, but it is a grind. It is tough. I've had a couple good battles. I'm fighting for my fire daily quest, so let's get into it. And if you're new to my channel, we do this sort of analysis so that we can contrive situations that will challenge us and provoke conversation that hopefully can educate both you and me about how we can grind further, farther, faster within this amazing blockchain-based video game. My name is Dwayne Cunningham. I go by Infidel1258. You can call me 12. Drop your comments below, leave your IGN, and when I answer your questions in future videos, I'll send some thank you in the form of DEC or SPS. Okay, guys. So, poison, noxious fumes is present. I'm red. He's white. Lorna Shine's got the holy divine shield, and I have one immunity monster. He has one immunity monster. I think we're in trouble because the scavenge on the Dr. Blight is enough to let him stay alive usually. And all these little monsters are going to die quickly, giving him tons of hit points. The only way we win this is if somehow I get crazy amounts of retaliates happening over here. That's what I think. Yep, that's what I think. I do have a good amount of DPS because of this archery, but it just doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, great, I killed two of them. You know, kind of, so what? My guys are going to die so fast. This was the right... I'm really glad I brought the Venari Heatsmith. He's a great, like, you know, complement to what I was trying to do, which is allow my immunity monster to stay alive longer. But as you can see, Dr. Blight here's got 9 hit points, 7 hit points. He's going to get one more here. He can't poison me, but Retaliate's going to be necessary here. That's a huge hit there. Oh, wow. That Retaliate was actually super key. Wow. And the cancel on the immunity, the immunity, canceling the noxious fumes, and that Retaliate. Oh, I was watching, I saw on YouTube, version 1 did a video talking about how real damage comes from Retaliate. And it's so true, man. If you get a Retaliate monster that is able to be attacked multiple times, sometimes opportunity monsters on your opponent's team, sneak attack monsters, frontline and reach monsters, all of these, because usually I think Retaliate is exclusively a melee. It is. There's no archery Retaliate. It's only there are monsters that have Retaliate and archery, but they also have melee. So melee is always, rather, Retaliate is always a melee focused, meaning you need to be usually in the first position to really take proper advantage of it. And in that situation, I really was only attacking one person because of my opponent was, actually it was two, the Uraeus and then the Kralis. And Retaliate's at 50% RNG. So when it lands, you can, like, it's conceivable you get 4 Retaliates in a row. It doesn't, just because it's 50-50 shot, it doesn't mean you're going to go 1 yes Retaliate, 1 miss. Really, you can retaliate 5 or 6 times in a row. That's how math works. And when it happens that way, you will run the tables. Unless they're throwing magic at you or archery, which you will not retaliate from. So yes, it's super powerful. And I've said that well before Forgotten One. I used to rock the, he's a green, he's called the Orc Splitter, I think. He's a green card. He's I think a rare. He is a beta, I believe. Yep, the Stone Splitter Orc has Retaliate at level 1. And at the highest levels, this thing is crazy. Now, just like Forgotten one of the limitations here is that it actually has not a lot of hit points, like 7 hit points and 3 armor. The Forgotten One has, I forget exactly, but like 9 hit points and 3 armor, something like that. It's more the Forgotten One has more hit points, but still 10 and 5 is great, but there's no void, there's no shield, there's no void armor. As a result, it is still susceptible to magic. Same as that Orc Splitter, which has some armor, but unless you're getting melee attacked. So these cards are so nasty, so dangerous, and so deadly when you're facing melee opponents. But you can get really victimized if you come up against, say, a magic team or even an archery team, which is going to really nullify that opportunity for retaliate. So they're so deadly when you go front line tank to tank. But if your opponent drops, for instance, an Onyx Sentinel or a Lord Arianthus or a Alamo Cambio, something that's not going to attack, the Forgotten One is going to lose a huge amount of its potential damage. And so amazing. And I love that we won with that card. And I love that I couldn't shout out version 1 on that one because I saw that he did that video recently. Version 1. And I'm going to say I don't know how to spell retaliate. So yeah. Let's see. Let's go check it out. Where was it? It popped up on my feed like today. It might not have been a brand new video. Yeah, this was it. Retaliate is the new Thorns, and he's talking about whether Thorns is like, you know, the amazing thing, or if Retaliate is it. And there's that new dragon tank. I love it, and he's got it played in a sneak attack position, which is great because you can do Thorns damage on the sneak attack monster. So if you put a Thorn damager in your rear position, then you're going to have that opportunity to Thorns your sneak attacker, the opponent's sneak attackers. And that's great. But Retaliate is 50-50, in some cases a chance to kill. And this thing's got piercing damage, that dragon in particular. Let's see quickly. It's a Chaos Legion, it's a legendary, it's a dragon. And where is it? Right there. So it gets piercing at silver, and that means that 5 damage is going to pierce through any little armor. Think of Uraeus, that sneak attack monster. It's got 1 armor and like 2 or 3 hit points. This Retaliate is going to trigger half the time, and when it does, if it lands, because the speed's not great, but if it lands, it's going to pierce through that armor and it's going to kill that target with 1 blow. So this thing is nasty. It's better than Thorns in the sense because Thorns is only going to do 2 damage, and if your opponent has shield, it's going to do 1 damage. Whereas Retaliate is super, like you're going to drop enemy killing blows 5 or 6 at a time. And then you get, I guess you need Retaliate at gold. My apologies. So you are going to be limited to gold on that, but still amazing. And Giant Killer at diamond. Wow. Because there is a growing number of monsters that are 10 plus mana. And so this is a card that I'm really surprised is still only $4.50. In terms of dragon monsters, this is a tank that's really, really excellent. Now, I don't want to do a bargain hunt video. I just really wanted to go down this path talking about Retaliate and shouting out version 1 there because that was a great video. Thanks, my dude. Okay, let's get back to the grind. And actually, I want to show you a video here I had earlier. It was my first win today. It was super close. Hang on a second. Right here. Let's watch this one. This is a win, but it was so close that I really, really loved it. So we're going to throw it on here. And it was rocking the some Retaliates also with this buddy. But the Retaliate wasn't key. In this one, I want to feature... I talked to you recently about off tanks that are support in nature. And I've talked specifically about Disintegrator. I want to show it here because watch what happens in this setting with the Oceanus with his force field, because I actually thought I was in trouble. I load this up. I think I'm in trouble. I've got a monster in the first position with a ton of armor and a few hit points. He's got magic. He's going to delete one of my main attackers. Not to mention he's got the force field in the first position. So my 6 attack, my 5 attack, my 6 attack, all of that's going to be nullified down to 1. And we do have melee from any position, so they're all going to hit. But the Oceanus has got that force field. I thought I was going to lose. But just watch what happens, in part because of this puppy. If it wasn't for the support tank, which is the Disintegrator, we lose this. And watch. The stun. The stun was huge because we drop an 8 bomb from the Disintegrator. And then the trample is cool too. But the real thing is that we were able to delete that Oceanus right then and there using the knockout. So amazing. He's a support tank because he's got the Demoralize, which in this context wasn't doing a lot because my opponent wasn't really playing melee. But that doesn't matter. In this context, you want to almost assume your opponent's going to play melee. And it doesn't matter that he didn't. It really, really helped me because of the combo with the knockout. And I think in the context where it's melee from any position, you really want to either drop Inspire on your team or you want to drop Demoralize on your opponent. And so I thought that was a really great video. It came down to that, I think that one move, and I think I would have lost if I didn't delete that Oceanus right then and there. Let's see if we can get our daily quest. We got 2 more wins we need before we can acquire that. Let's see if we can't do it. Okay. So he's got the blue team, all the Chaos Legion blues. Yeah, he's got a strong Chaos Legion blue deck. He's mostly rocking Chaos Legion. With the failed summoner on the green. Okay. If I was him, I would do a blue team with the Demon Shark, which I believe has trample at this level, at gold. And using the taking advantage of Stampede. Now, I think we got to have the same thing. Let's try and do if he has trample. Does he? Kraken is another one with Retaliate at the highest level. It's a very nasty. Warchan is one I was thinking about a moment ago with Retaliate, but it has melee and archery. You won't get a Retaliate if this gets hit with an archery or a magic. You will only retaliate on this card if a melee monster hits you. I like this card a lot for the rear position because of the Retaliate, but also because it's got the archery, so it's going to be contributing damage, and it can theoretically retaliate to your enemy. So we do have trample. Let's try Demon Shark. And then it might make sense. Manticore for 4 mana with 3 damage is really, really helpful. It might make sense to drop this guy out there to get him in the hopes of... I gotta hurry here. Lurker is amazing. Ooh. I like the Inspire. And I like the Demented Shark on the rear for a sneak defense because of the thorns. Ooh. If I could bring you, I will. I'm 1 short. Okay, well then we're just gonna do what we can to fill out the team. I want to take as much advantage of my Demented Shark as I can. Let's put... This is like another... Yeah, let's go. The Battle Orca in the 3rd position is like a fallback tank. I don't love that it was there, but I picked it because I didn't have any more sneak attack monsters for 2 or 3 mana cost. And I wanted to take more advantage of the Inspire, so that's why I did that. So I feel pretty good about this because my speed is going to come in hot. Now everybody's at I think everybody has Divine Shield on this one. Yes, we do. So look, on the first turn, we're not going to kill the princess. We're going to wound it because we're only doing 2 sneak attacks. He might do an... Oh yeah, that's right. He's got the taunt over there. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. I'm really glad I brought the 3rd tank, but is it too little, too late? Yeah, I mean, I think we're done for sure. Yeah, we're done. We almost had the Mustang. If we had finished the Mustang off, maybe we could have had a chance. Yeah, we're done here. Let's see if we can't get 2 more wins and then we'll call it. We can enjoy daily quest. Yesterday I bought 1 quest potion for 750 DEC, and I did so just to see how it. First of all, that they're still available. I haven't bought them in probably 6 months, and I wasn't sure that they were. The math on them, when you buy 1 quest potion, you get 5 free loot chests every time you complete a daily quest. That's gonna mean today I would get 5 more when I complete this, but every loot chest is worth roughly 110 DEC according to Splinter Cards, which has like a loot chest calculator. And so see 108.7 That's from yesterday. So let's see, maybe today, 108.8. So you're talking less than, let's call it 550 DC, and I spent 750 to buy it. So unless I get lucky and they drop some sort of legendary gold foil, which is possible, or some sort of legendary epic or something like that. I mean, epic gold foil. Okay, so armor is good. In these ones, there's often some really great white monsters that I like to use. But I'm still working on red, so I'm going to go here. My Grum is level 1 because I must have rented out my big boy. Let's do the man over here. And then it might make sense to bring the Plantoid instead. Let's think about this. Ooh, I like the Chemist. Stun. I can't be stunned. That's great. Ooh, I would like some repair. So I could probably bring him and maybe another, like I could just do double repairs. Since we have weak magic, that might mean that this is a really great play. Might mean. I have to think about it a little more. This is interesting because I do think, well, actually, this is probably where I'm going to go because the poison. I wouldn't mind having a little poison opportunity. And then let's just put that in the back as a protection from if there is a sneak play. The Scavo Hireling is going to have camo, and that's going to give these guys a little bit more breathing room. Let's give that a shot. So again, we're trying to work the Retaliate. I'm going to need my Forgotten One to put in work, and it's going to come in the form of retaliations if he's winning. And this is key. This is huge. These are going to be impaired by the rule set, which is weak magic, and he is definitely in trouble from a retaliation. His speed is only slightly greater than mine. That makes it a great opportunity for me to take advantage of my retaliate. If he has 6-7 speed or something like this, after all the buffs, then your 2-speed Forgotten One is going to whiff on those retaliations, even if he's getting the opportunity. So I really think this is going to go well for me. And then the armor, because of weak magic, is going to be double repaired. And he doesn't have a sneak. He doesn't have an opportunity. His sniper here is going to kill my halfling alchemist. But I now see that I don't really need him. In this context, I feel this is pretty well a victory, I think, with the double repair and the weak magic. And the fact that we landed a poison on there is certainly great. Yeah. And he can't poison my Forgotten One. And then the repair and the retaliate. And there's another. See, like that was 2 extra hits I got. I killed 3 monsters this round. 3 monsters in 1 round with that retaliate. Because when they attacked me, I got a chance to kill them and did. It's such a powerful ability. The weakness, of course, is you do have a huge vulnerability. Like I said, you don't have any of those classic tank abilities such as shield or void or whatever. That's a big deal. That's a sacrifice. But in the right context, that retaliate can just absolutely steal you a game. And again, the rule set was really pivotal. My double repair and the weak shields or the weak magic rule set was super, super important. Okay, so I'm not going to try the same thing because if I do, my opponent will know what's up. He's got a low mana. This is probably something like what he would run. He's got a low mana team. You can lead with the Kelp Initiate. Drop an opportunity. A couple archers. What's going on over there? We got renewals on memberships coming through. These are renewals, I don't think they're new ones. Thanks, Days, for supporting though. Appreciate you. I think so. Oh, but I gotta do the red. Let's go Pyre, because then we get 3 mana cost summoner, meaning 1 more mana, and I could go that way. Should we? I think we should. Let's do it. He's got 3 speed now, but if my opponent drops magic or does any sort of, like, for instance, what would really kill me? What would counter me? like an, you know, an Alric with a few magic monsters would be a problem, but he's got so low mana. I don't think that's what's happening here. And I didn't see him running an Alric previously. So I think he's going to go green, and he's going to go, was it green? I think it was, right? With the, no, it was blue with the Kelp Initiate, which isn't going to let me do a Retaliate. And he's going to do some archery, which maybe isn't making this the best choice. If I could bring you, I would. You know what? The Forgotten One got me here. Let's give him a shot. I think I'm expecting Kelp Initiate, Medalli Guardian, a couple archers, and then I think we lose. But this guy got us here. Let's see if he can't steal it for us. See, this is better than I thought. That he put the Hardy Stonefish here is actually good for me. He's going to get 3 speed because of his summoner, and he's going to slow me once, which means he's going to punch first, which means I might retaliate, get a free kill. Because of piercing, I'll go right through his armor, and then when I have my chance, I would kill the ooze, and then that would be pretty good. That would be, but over here, this is going to kill me in 5 rounds, so I don't know that I'm going to get through unless I land some retaliates. I don't know that we get through fast enough to kill off this. Oh, and he's going to drop 2 extra armor, so now he's got 6 hit points, and I've only got 5. Retaliate, yeah, it's too. I didn't get a retaliate when I need. That was huge. But see, he only needs 3 more rounds to kill me. And look, this one, yeah. Dang. If I could have had one more chance, one more round, because I could have retaliated the Fiend and then killed him, but still, what would have killed his, yeah, no. There was too much armor there. And that was it. That's all he needed, just one magic monster, really. Buried behind meat shields covered in armor. That's the power of that Wavesmith. Just dropping 2 extra armor on, you know, he had 3 or 4 monsters that were 1 or 2 or 0 cost. Okay, here we go. This is always a good rule set for Tarsa. Sneak from anywhere. Okay. So look, when this rule set happens, I either want to inspire my own people or nerf theirs, because I do expect sneak attack. But also, you can almost certainly expect to benefit from Thorns, because that if you put a Thorns in the back, you're likely to take advantage of their sneak attack, super sneak. Also, Retaliate in the back can be really great because of that exact same reason. He's great, but he's just too with the one hit point. It's too weak. I'm not sure about this. Like, I do want that monster out there. Let's try and go like this. Now, I'm expecting that. See, I'm going glass cannon. Like, these guys are going to die after they punch, almost certainly. If they don't die right away, they'll die. They'll die in the second round. It depends on what his team was, but I don't expect them to live long. I do expect them to drop serious damage while they're here. See, the Thorns is going to kill me, but we're going to punch, and we're going to kill this guy in the first round. He's got the Inspire. He's got the Repair. He's got a significant tank. He's got 2 what I would call tanks. This is a main tank. This is like a support tank. Same as the Disintegrator I was just referring to. Also, I would consider at higher levels cards like this too with the Thorns. Oh no, this one has at the highest level. This has some other abilities that I can't remember what they. Oh, he has a Retaliate and Thorns. That's a great card actually. Come to think of it. At the higher levels. Yeah, now we redeem. We crack those armors. That's huge. That redemption is huge. We got 2 kills off that one. Now we are going to go down, but that's okay. I really hope that... Yeah, this is working really well so far. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to get our daily chest, and then we will call it. And retaliate for the win. Seriously. Okay, let's claim this. We'll get the... It's going to be 5 extra chests. Because I do have 1 quest potion. Then we're going to call it. This is a gold too, so I think so 7 chests come from my daily, and 5 are from the quest potion. Reveal all. Okay. So this card is, I think, how much is that worth? Not much. Should be more. It's only, was that the card? Lava launcher, right? Yeah, lava launcher is only 35 cents. Wow. So in terms of DEC value from the loot chest from the quest potion I just spent, 2 cents, 2 cents, 35 cents, and, you know, next to nothing. So it's, you know, maybe you could call it 45 cents or something like that. For the return that came out of buying 1 quest potion. Clearly quest potions are not worth investing in at this moment, and probably never will be again. We've heard Aggie and Yaba talk about them. They don't like them. They don't want to use them. They felt that they really incentivized the wrong attitude around the game. And we're changing the rewards anyways. Like, they're going to move toward more rewards throughout the day. The longer you stay, the more you play, the more you get, with diminishing returns. I think that's the better approach than this once a day, play for half an hour or an hour and then be done with it, which is what I'm doing. And we are going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I hope you have an amazing day. God bless. Happy Easter.